some of the verses of Quran, inshallah, Surah Zumar, inshallah, the last 3 ayahs from Surah Zumar, inshallah. Recite Salat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وسيق الذين اتقوا ربهم إلى الجنة زمرا حتى إذا جاءوها وفتحت أبوابها وقال لهم خزنتها سلام عليكم طبتم وقال لهم خزنتها سلام عليكم طبتم فادخلوها خالدين. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وسيق الذين اتقوا ربهم إلى الجنة زمرا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وسيق الذين اتقوا ربهم إلى الجنة زمرا حتى إذا جاءوها وفتحت أبوابها وقال لهم خزنتها سلام وقال لهم خزنتها سلام عليكم طبتم فادخلوها خالدين. وقالوا الحمد لله وقالوا الحمد لله وقال لهم خزنتها سلام عليكم طبتم فادخلوها خالدين. وقالوا الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله الذي صدقنا وعده وأورثنا الأرض نتبوأ من الجنة الذي صدقنا وعده وأورثنا الأرض نتبوأ من الجنة حيث نشاء فنعم أجر العاملين فنعم أجر العاملين. وترى الملائكة حافين من حول العرش يسبحون بحمد ربهم وقضي بينهم بالحق وقيل الحمد لله رب العالمين. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. فادخلي في عبادي وادخلي جنتي. صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وشفيع ذنوبنا وحبيب نفوسنا الرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد الذي سمي في السماء بأحمد وفي الأراضين بأبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، سيما بقية الله في الأراضين، روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. وأما بعد، قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا إنه لا يحب المسرفين. قل من حرم زينة الله التي أخرج لعباده والطيبات من الرزق كذلك نفصل الآيات لقوم يعلمون. قل إنما حرم ربي الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن والإثم والبغي بغير الحق. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله, brothers and sisters. First of all, I would like to extend my condolences to Imam for time. Ajjallah Ta'ala Faraj Sharif, and second of all to all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, for the Shahada of Abu Abdullah Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam and his friends, companions, and the members of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. It is my honor and privilege to be amongst you in this beautiful center, and the name of the center is designed and beautified by the holy name of Fatima al-Zahra sallallahu alayha. So inshallah, I would like to share some Quranic lessons and relate them to the event of Ashura and also these days, which a few days after the day of Ashura. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing people in different terms in Quran. Ya ayyuhan nas, O people. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, O you who have believed. Ya ayyuha alladhina hadu. He is addressing the Jewish, right? And also Nasara. He is addressing the Christians. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing the mankind, all human beings, He uses two different terms. One, Ya ayyuhan nas, and two, Ya bani Adam. All the children of Adam alayhi salam. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala normally addresses us to Bani Adam and He's relating us to Prophet Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, is actually ordering us and commanding us in something very specific and very important. Obviously, Ya ayyuhan nas as well. Ya ayyuhan nas ittaqu rabbakum. Ya ayyuhan nas u'budu rabbakum. But now when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala relates us to Adam alayhi salam, when He relates us to Himself, because when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, He's actually addressing us to Himself. Why? Because we are the people of Iman. We are mu'minin, inshaAllah, right? Mu'min is one of the names of Allah. So remember, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, that means, oh my people. Right? He's not using this term to Christians or Jewish. He's using Ya ayyuhalladhina hadu, Yahudi, which is relating Jewish people to the oldest son of Prophet Yaqub. And when he's addressing the Christians, he's addressing and relating Christians to a city, Nasira, which Prophet Isa was born and raised in that city. Anyways, now, Ya Bani Adam and Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu are much more beyond that, beyond the Ya ayyuhan nas, that term. So Ya Bani Adam, all the children of Adam, خذوا, take, زينتكم, your zina, your beauty. عند كل مسجد, when you go to any place of worship, right? Masjid, the place of worship, the place of sajda, right? Specifically in Islam we use it for masjid. But when it comes to the Arabic language, masjid is any place of worship. We call it. Anyways. So Ya Bani Adam خذوا زينتكم. Now, a few surahs after, because Ya Bani Adam is in Surah A'raf. A few surahs after Surah A'raf is Surah Anfal. After Surah Anfal, Surah Tawbah. After Surah Tawbah, Surah Yunus. And then Hud. And then Hajj. Actually, no, Ibrahim. Then Hajj. Then Nahl. Then Isra. Al-mal wal-banun zinatul hayat ad-dunya. By the way, we skipped Yusuf alayhi salam. Right? Al-mal wal-banun zinatul hayat ad-dunya. The wealth and the children. Your wealth and your children are the beauty of this dunya. What is more important? وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتِ خَيْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ. When you give charity to this masjid, when you donate this TV, when you donate that like speaker, right? This mic, anything, money, right? We call it baqiyat as-salihat, right? Because it will never go away. It will never perish. مَا عِنْدَكُمْ يَنْفَدْ. Whatever you have, it will be gone. وَمَا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ بَاقٍ. Right? Whatever you give it for the sake of Allah, it will remain. It's an internal deed, right? So we have beautiful stuff in our lives, right? Let's say beautiful cars, probably beautiful houses. The houses have decorations. Sisters have jewelries, right? Nice suits, and all that. Remember, these are just the beauty of this dunya. And the wealth, and the children, even your children. That's the beauty of you in this dunya if you don't treat them like baqiyatu salihat. Right? So now, there are parents, when they bring their little kids to the masjid or any places, they care more about their clothing than themselves. Right? It's not because of the kids, it's because of themselves too. They want to look good with their children looking good, right? Yeah, that's the nature. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, okay, that's good you have mal and banun, wealth, and your children. It's good. It's good to have them. Allah created all these beauty. Inna Allah jameel wa yuhibbul jamal. Allah is beautiful and He loves jamal, beauty. Right? But now, how do we use that beauty? How do we see? That's my point. Please, remember the word of see. How do we see the beautiful ni'amat and blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted to us? Right? How do we see that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, okay, you have beautiful stuff. Take them with you to masjid. Now, what do you mean? Sisters wear jewelries when you go to masjid. We wear the nicest suits, and probably some people use ties. And then the most beautiful clothing here. Is it like that? This ayah is that simple. The words of Allah, وَكَلِمَةُ اللَّهِ هِيَ الْعُلْيَا. The word of Allah is the highest. Is that the way? The word that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded to Prophet Yahya alayhi salam, Ya Yahya, خُذِ الْكِتَابَ بِقُوَّةٍ. Take the book of Allah firmly. Obviously, the book of Allah is the word of Allah, which is the highest. Now, we take this firmly. Why sometimes when we read Quran, we take it very simple. We just read the translation, okay, that's it. This is the message of Allah. No. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions 4 times in Surah Qamar, وَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. I have made Quran easy for you to understand and to remember, right? But remember, we have, aql. And understanding has different levels. The way I understand this ayah is much less than the way one of the Maraj understand, right? Or it goes all the way to Imam for a time. Into Masumi. Very, very much different. Now, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ masjid. Take your beauty. What? The beauty of us. Right? Obviously, simple clothes by looking good. Put some perfume and having nice, feature and looking. And the hair should be. So I have all of them. But did I take all my beauties in the masjid or not? What makes me ugly? Let's say if I wear the most beautiful clothes, but when I come here, I frown and I don't smile at you. I come here with hatred. I come here and backbite other people. Do I look beautiful? Huh? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, okay, leave all of your ugly stuff outside of the masjid. When you come to the masjid, you bring your beauty. Bring the best of your akhlaq. Bring your humanity. Right? Bring all these two angels that are protecting you and leave shaitan outside. I saw a very shocking hadith. It says one of the signs of the Akhir Zaman is that the places of worship become the places of backbiting. People go to masjid and they backbite. Oh, how, where is the brother, like let's say brother Zayd, he's been, absent a very long time in our masjid. What's happening? Now you open it. First of all, don't ever talk about absent people, unless you want to talk good about them. Right? Especially some shady questions. And then now, the other brother says, oh, forget about him. He barely comes to masjid. He comes like, he's a seasonal Muslim. He comes like once a year, Ramadan, the other time maybe in Muharram or Ashura. He's busy with dunya. Actually, you are busy with shaitan now. How do you know? Why do you judge people? Maybe he is sitting in his sajada and he's praying or reading Quran right now. Same time that you're backbiting, for him, he's doing something good. Maybe he's in Karbala. Right? Why do you think because you're in the masjid you're the best? Why do you think? Allah says, take your beauty, take your humbleness when you come to masjid. Leave your ugliness outside. Yeah, you know what shaitan does? وَإِذْ زَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَعْمَالَهُمْ. Or, another surah, زُيِّنَ لَهُمْ سُوءُ أَعْمَالِهِمْ. The job of shaitan is to decorate and to beautify our bad deeds. That's why when you ask some people, please sister, please brother, do not backbite. They get offended. Why? Didn't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mention in Surah Al-Hujurat that when you're backbiting about someone, it's as if that you're eating the flesh of your brother's dead body. فَكَرِهْتُمُوهُ, and you hate it. Can you imagine, just imagine, a dead body here and you have fork, and you have spoon, and you have knife, and you're eating the flesh. It's disgusting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing us the ugliness of this major sin. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the Holy Prophet says, الْغِيبَةُ أَشَدُّ مِنَ الزِّنَا. Backbiting is even worse than adultery. You know why? Someone asked Imam Sadiq why. Imam Sadiq replied, because zina or adultery is a sin that you seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will forgive you if you obviously really mean it. But how about backbiting? If you go 10 times to Mecca, if you send people to Mecca, you go to Karbala, you do everything and seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about that backbiting sin, Allah won't forgive you. You know what Allah says? Go and seek forgiveness from the one that you backbite on, the victim of the backbiting. Go and seek forgiveness from them. That's why it's worse than that other sin. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't even get close to adultery. Don't even get close to it. Obviously, can you imagine? Now, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ. When you go to masjid, take your beauty with you. If you can't help it, just zip your mouth. And just say, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Don't do that. Sami'ul ghiba, the one who hears to ghiba. The crime of the one who is doing it and listening is the same. They're the same. You can't say, oh, I didn't do it, I just heard it. No. You heard it, now you have to make it up. One, do nahi al munkar. Brother, sister, don't do it, it's haram. Why do you do backbite? Two, say something good about the brother that is being the victim of that backbiting, or the sister. I was actually, no, I mean, he's a good brother. No. Say something good. And everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created has beauty, beautiful stuff. It has beauty. There's a very beautiful and popular riwayah about Prophet Isa alayhi salam when he was walking with his Hawariyun, right? And they saw a dead body of a dog. That corpse. It was smelling, it was disgusting, it was not looking good. And they said something like, oh, smells so bad, looks bad, look at its leg. Look. And then Prophet Isa said, look at its teeth. They're so white, they look good. And Prophet Isa told them, it's a practice. In another occasion, a dog just passed by. Prophet Isa said, Salaam alaikum. One of the Hawariyyin said, why did you say salam to a dog? He said, I want to practice this. I want to practice. Where is the peace upon you? I want to say it, and I want to mean it. Right? خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ إِنَّ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ. Take your beauty. Obviously, the other ayah says, your children are your beauty on this dunya. Take them to masjid, because they're your beauty too. Allah said, take your children to the masjid. Take them to masjid with you. And I really admire those masajid, alhamdulillah. This center is one of them that has a kids program. They don't have babysitting. They have kids program. Kids go and listen more, about the lectures in their levels of understanding, and learn more about Imam Hussein and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Maybe those who are coordinating that program is getting more thawab than the brothers or sisters who are coordinating these type of programs, because they are doing tarbiyah and disciplining the next generation. Now, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ إِنَّ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ. Take your beauty to masjid. Now, there's a very, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wassalam says,
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Zinatul bawatin ajmal min zinatul zawahir. The adornment of your inner selves is more beautiful than the adornment of the outer. So, it is highly recommended from the Holy Prophet and all the members of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam to all of us. It's a lesson that we, the believers, the mu'mineen, should look good. Right? We should look good. There's a beautiful story about the Holy Prophet, peace be upon his family, that someone was knocking his door, and it took kind of a long time for the Holy Prophet to open the door. And then he opened the door, and then the guy, the Arab of those times, unfortunately, there's a difference between Arab and Arab. Be careful. Don't use the Arab brothers, sisters, this time don't say Arab. In Quran, that term is being used only to those Arabs in the Arab of Jahiliyyah. So Arab is singular and plural. One Arab or 1,000 Arab. You don't say 1,000 Arab. So be careful. Some of our dear Arab brothers and sisters may get offended because they don't know if you know or not. So make sure. I just wanted to let you know. Now, unfortunately, they still have the culture of the Jahiliyyah that time, right? The Arab of Jahiliyyah that time. So as soon as the Holy Prophet opened the door, instead of saying salam, he started complaining. It took a very long time for you to open the door. And he mentioned the Prophet's name without any title, or the Prophet of Allah, or the Messenger of Allah. No. In a disrespectful manner. And the Holy Prophet looked at him and smiled. Look, it's beautiful. Akhlaq, subhanAllah. وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. The only Prophet that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praising him like this is the Holy Prophet. You can go and research in the Quran. The only Prophet that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never addressed him by his name is our Holy Prophet. Addressing Nabi Adam, Ya Adam. Hud, Ya Hud. Ya Nuh. Ya Saleh. Ya Shu'aib. Ya Musa. Ya Isa. Ya Maryam. Right? Sayyida Maryam sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now, how about the Holy Prophet? Ya Ayyuha Rasul, Ya Ayyuha Nabi. Allah is addressing him with using his title. Anyways, so without using any title, anything in a disrespectful manner, why it took so long for you to open the door for me? Aren't you the Prophet of Allah? You know what the Holy Prophet said? He said, I was fixing my hair and putting some perfume for you because I wanted to look good. When I opened the door, I wanted you to see me beautiful. Smell fragrance of this perfume. Look at this. So it's highly recommended to look good. But obviously, what is the most important? Zinatul bawatin. The adornment of your inner selves. So I talked about the beauty and the zina, right? So with all those explanations, what Sayyida Zainab Salamullah alayha says after Ashura? Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. What does that mean? It's a wrong translation. If you say that, I haven't seen anything but beauty. That's a wrong translation. And it's very unfortunate, it's really common among the believers. When you ask them, ask people, okay, what does it mean, Ma ra'aytu illa jamila? They say, I haven't seen anything but beauty. What beauty? What beauty? I want to tell you something interesting about the language of Arabic, right? So that's where we have ilmul hadith, we have ilmul lugha, we have ilmul ma'ani wal bayan wal nabiyya. If you want to understand Quran in the hadith in a high level, you have to study all this. So that's why we have to really admire our scholars. Don't let your scholar to teach you like simple stuff. Ask more. They have more. Because they have studied things that, like, subhanAllah, it will make you to fall in love with Quran. In Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam. Now, Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. In Arabic language, jamil, we call it sifa mushabbaha. Sifa, adjective. Okay? Pay attention. Sifa is adjective. Mushabbah means similar. Why do we call this type of adjective mushabbah similar to what? We call it sifa mushabbaha bil fi'l. The adjective is similar to the verbs. Now the verbs have time and place. For example, we have past tense. Like let's say ذهب in Arabic. ذهب means went. Is it a right translation for this? No. Who went? So I need a pronoun. I need a pronoun. We call it dhamir in Arabic, or zamir in Farsi. We know the pronoun. Who? She, he, it. In Arabic language, ذهب is he went. جاءت, she came. ذهبت, she went. Right? So that's verb. And that's past tense. We call it madi. Now, sifa mushabbaha bil fi'l. That means sifa jamil, the word of jamil, has pronoun. Has pronoun. Because that's sifa mushabbaha. We have one ismu sifa, the noun of the adjective, it's jamal. Jamal is not sifa mushabbaha. That means it's not similar to the verbs. That means it doesn't need any pronoun. It doesn't need any time or place. But sifa mushabbaha needs pronoun. Right? Now, subhanallah, now look at this. Why Sayyidah Zainab did not say, and remember, Sayyidah Zainab was aqidatul Arab. And she was alima ghayru mu'allama. Imam Zainul Abidin says about Sayyidah Zainab, she is an alima, she is a scholar that was never being taught by any human being. That means she had ilmul ladunni, divine knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted to her. This is an amazing gift. Wow. When you go to university, you want to, pick some classes, choose classes. Let's say you have 3 units or 6 units. Each, you have 3 units, 3 units. So you need 2 classes. You just take the classes? No. If you're smart enough, you go and research about the teachers. Find the best teachers, right, for yourself. You don't just take, any teacher. No. You take the best teachers. So now, who is better than Allah? Now, get back to the ma ra'aytu. Why Sayyidah Zainab did not say ma ra'aytu illa jamala? I haven't seen anything but beauty. Why she says ma ra'aytu illa jamila? So we look for a pronoun. Now, I haven't seen anything but beauty. Beauty of who? That makes Karbala beautiful. Not just looking at the heads of the shuhada on spears and say the Zainab say, wow, so beautiful, look at that, my brother's head, no. You know what Sayyidah Zainab says? Look, I see Allah. But anything happen, Ruqayya or Sukaina does anything, I see Allah. I see Allah. Abbas, Hussein, Ali al-Akbar, Ali al-Asghar, all the arrows coming, I see Allah. All the swords, all the shuhada, the wounded, the usara, the caravan, everything, anything I see Allah. What does that mean? That means I haven't seen anything but the owner of the beauty. Right? I haven't seen anything by the beauty of Allah. So ma ra'aytu illa jamila, don't take it very serious. This is the highest level of irfan. Whatever you see the ayah of Allah, the sign of Allah. Can you imagine? That's what we call Sayyidah Zainab, Mu'allim al-Sabr, the teacher of Sabr, the master of Sabr. You know, like you're losing your loved ones. There are so many people. Especially nowadays we have ISIS and all these terrorist people. You know, they kill families and they burn the bodies right in front of their eyes. It's even worse than Karbala, if you take it very seriously. So why Imam Hussein is very special? Why Qasim alayhi salam is special? Ali al-Akbar is special. Abbas is special. Is it because of the way they were killed? No. It's because the way they were the Imam of the time. When Sayyidah Zainab Salamun alayha talks to her brother, he's not talking to her brother. She's not talking to her brother. She's talking to the Imam of her time. When Qasim alayhi salatu wasalam is answering to the question of Imam Hussein, how do you see death? He's not answering to his uncle. He's answering to the Imam of his time. Please, we have to take Karbala very serious. We have to take it very serious and very deep. The time is almost up. Don't you see all these signs? Don't you see all these propagandas against Abu Abdullah Hussein and Karbala? You see the Arba'in walk. Do you see anything in CNN, Fox News? No. They're cowards. They're evils. They're scared. Can you find anything like that in the history of humanity? No. Why they're covering all these? Why they're censoring all these? Because they're scared of Hussein. Let's not take it serious. You know, they're threatening and all that. No, they're nobody. They're nothing. Imam Hussein stood up against 30,000 people with 72. So what happened? It's been 14 centuries until now. Christians, Jewish, Hindus, atheists, Muslims, non-Muslims, Shia, Sunni, everyone is praising Hussein. Huh? Everything. Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. We see it if we look at the event of Karbala the same that Sayyidah Zainab looks at the event of Karbala. Ma ra'aytu illa jamila. Subhanallah. There was a Hindu sister, she converted to Islam. You know why? She had a Shia friend. She took her to the Majlis of Imam Hussein. And that night was the night of Ali al-Asr. And the scholar was reciting the Musibah of Ali al-Asr, and she became Muslim. 6 months, baby. Why do we call Bab al-Hawa'ij? This is one of the proofs. Oh, Ali al-Asr was just 6 months. Look at this. 6 months saved a person. And she became Muslim. She lives in this area, in Bay Area. Right? ما رأيت إلا جميلا. I haven't seen anything but the owner of the beauty. I want to mention one thing about the musibah of Zainab. Inshallah. Let's send our heart to Karbala, inshallah, tonight. When Prophet Ibrahim received the wahi and revelation regarding the order that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice and slaughter his son, Ismail alayhi salam. He's a teenager, very handsome boy, and very good-mannered boy, and a future prophet. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, see how much you love him? Slaughter him for the sake of me. So it didn't happen, right? It didn't happen. Allah saying a goat or a sheep. So before that, he actually put the knife on his neck and tried a few times, even tried harder, and the second time harder, third time harder. So what happened? It didn't cut. But there was a red mark of the knife on Ismail's neck. There was a red mark. So Prophet Ibrahim took his son home to his mother. Now, subhanAllah, as soon as Sayyidah Hajar looked at her son and saw the mark of the knife on his neck, in Tariq it says she got sick, and from that sickness she passed away. And whenever she would see Ismail, she would cry, because she would remember the mark of the knife on his leg. Now I'm addressing Sayyidah Hajar. How about Zainab? Zainab saw Imam Hussein ﷺ was being beheaded right in front of her eyes. And subhanAllah, salamun ala qalbi Zainab as-sabur, right? Subhanallah. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdillah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bifina'i عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم everyone. السلام على الحسين وعلى
علي بن الحسين
وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب the late Ayatollah Sheikh Jafar Shushtari says, in the day of Ashura, 4 parts of Abi Abdullah al-Husayn's body was affected due to his thirst. The first part was the eyes of Imam Hussein. Imam Sadiq said, our father's eyes on the day of Ashura was intensity affected that he was seeing smoke in the sky. The second part was about Abdullah and Hussein's lips. You know why? Hamid ibn Muslim says, I saw the lips of Imam Hussein look like two dry wood, trembling and blood coming from his lips. His tongue was the third part which got affected. The time when he hugged Ali al-Akbar and placed his tongue in his mouth. Ali al-Akbar realized that his dad was even more thirsty than him. The fourth part, Ya Baqiyat Allah, I'm sorry to mention this. The fourth part was Imam Hussein's liver. Hilal ibn Nafi' says, I came near to the spot where Imam was laying on the ground. I could see that Imam's lips was moving. I came closer. I thought the son of Fatima moves his lips, cursing his killers. But he was saying, oh people of Kufa, my liver is burning out of thirst. I went fast to bring water for him. He is the son of Fatima. But in my way back, I saw Shimr ibn al-Jawshan. Shimr asked me, where are you going, Hilal? I said, I'm going to water the son of Fatima. Shimr told Hilal, Hilal, do not bother. I gave water to Hussein. I watered Hussein by beating him. Let's say our salam to Molana Abu Abdullah. Send your heart to Karbala. Assalamu ala al-Hussein وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين نسألك اللهم وندعوك باسمك العظيم الأعظم العز الأجل الأكرم للحسين يا الله 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 يا رحمن يا رحيم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك اللهم نور قلوبنا بالقرآن اللهم زين أخلاقنا بالقرآن اللهم اشف مرضانا بالقرآن اللهم ارحم موتانا بالقرآن اللهم ارزقنا زيارة الحسين في الدنيا بالقرآن اللهم ارزقنا شفاعة الحسين يوم الورود بالقرآن اللهم عجل في فرج مولانا صاحب العصر والزمان بالقرآن آمين يا رب العالمين رحم الله لمن يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
يا حسين يا حسين
يا حسين يا حسين
रहे अपना ऊंचा रहे अपना ऊंचा रहे अपना अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। जब तक है दौरे आसमां, तक है दौरे आसमां, सुन लेंगे हर पीरो जवां, सुन लेंगे हर पीरो जवां। आवाज पर शब्बीर की बढ़ता रहे ये कारवां, रुकने ना पाए ये कदम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। हर कल्ब पर छाते चलो, हर कल्ब पर छाते चलो, दुनिया को बतलाते चलो, दुनिया को बतलाते चलो, महाज़े बताते चलो, हर कल्ब पर छाते चलो, दुनिया को बतलाते चलो। एक एक महाज़े जुल्म की तस्वीर दिखलाते चलो, हर दिल में भर दो शय का हम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। कब तक ना मानेगा कोई, कब तक ना मानेगा कोई, वो वक्त आएगा कभी, वो वक्त आएगा कभी। हर कल्ब पर छाता रहा अपना हुसैन इब्ने अली, इस दर पे हर सर होगा हम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। जब भी कोई मुश्किल पड़ी, जब भी कोई मुश्किल पड़ी, दुनिया इसी दर पर झुकी, दुनिया इसी दर पर झुकी। सीने पे बरखा कर इधर उठी सदाए या अली, निकला इधर बातिल का दम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। ये परचम अब्बास है, ये परचम अब्बास है, टूटे दिलों की आस है, टूटे दिलों की आस है। अब तक इसी परचम तले जिंदा किसी की प्यास है, जिसने सहे लाखों सितम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। जिंदा है हल्मिन की सदा, जिंदा है हल्मिन की सदा, मिटता नहीं खून का लिखा, मिटता नहीं खून का लिखा। शबीर को हक की कसम, एक माँ के दाए करबला, जो सिलसिला होगा न कम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम, ऊंचा रहे अपना अलम। حسین
حسین حسین حسین اللهم صل علی محمد وآل محمد عجل فرج.
Brothers and sisters,